Hello. Welcome. We're going to the whiteout look tonight. Now, we're going to do NFL picks. This is Wednesday evening, and we've got a Bears. Hey, a little better light. Very more romantic. We got the Chicago Bears at the Green Bay Packers. Now, I do not expect the Packers to go 0-2. And in addition, it's a home game and by the way, how in the heck did the Packers get 2 consecutive home games to start the season? But anyways, so we've got the Packers at home. I'm going to take the Packers to win. I don't know what the spread is. Don't care about the spread. Spread's for wimps. Now, next up would be Kansas City at Buffalo. Both of these teams are turkey. They're both bad teams. Now, Buffalo got blown out at home last week, or week 1 in this situation. I will pass on this game because they're both bad. I would just say probably Buffalo. But Buffalo at home, good luck on that one. Now, New Orleans looked horrible. New Orleans is in a very bad situation. By the way, Game 3 is New Orleans at Carolina. I don't think a lot of Carolina, but I do know that Washington put a whooping on New Orleans at home. I don't expect much from them on the road. Cam Newton, going to be tough at home. You always got to figure the home team is good for 3.5 extra points in the NFL. Without a head coach, or at least one that can actually show up and do anything, an interim head coach who's suspended, so you're on coach 3. That's a uno, dos, tres to our Latino fans. Man, I think New Orleans goes 0-2 here, but it's a toss-up because Carolina really isn't that good. But New Orleans apparently is really sucking it up. Now, let's move on to game number 3. Cleveland at Cincinnati. Cleveland showed me a lot. They played Philly real tough at home, but they still managed to lose at home to Michael Vick, who threw multiple interceptions and some more interceptions and a turnover and some more interceptions, and they still couldn't win at home. Cincy is not that good either. Another dog. If you're not going to bet a game or skip a game, I'd skip on this one and the Kansas City Buffalo one because the teams are so bad. There's not really a favorite here. It's who's the best of the worst. I'm going to say Cincy at home because they've got a good quarterback. Cleveland couldn't win at home, so I would take Cincy in this one. Minnesota Vikings, don't you know, at the Indianapolis Colts. Vikings had a really hard time winning at home, but they did manage to get it done. You got a second-year quarterback in Adrian Peterson, an average to below-average defense in Minnesota against Indy in Indy. I'm from Minnesota. I'll take the Vikings here. I think Christian Ponder can probably get it done. Once again, not a very good game overall. You could easily skip this one. You could say Andrew Luck is, the future quarterback. He didn't have a good opening game. I don't think he's going to have a good week 2. Probably the Vikings in this one. Now, we're going on to a better game. Houston at Jacksonville. Houston, good team. I'd bet my brains out in this one. I don't know what the spread is, but I take Houston to win in this one. No spread. Oakland at Miami. 2 dog teams, very bad matchup. Miami looked horrible. They don't really have a quarterback. Oakland's got a veteran quarterback. I take Oakland this one even though it's on the road. Arizona at New England. Bet my brains out on this one. New England will crush Arizona at home. Tampa Bay at New York. Now we're talking some betting. The New York Giants will stomp all over Tampa at home. If you want to do like a trifecta or do, pick 4, 5, 6, straight box, we're getting into them now. Baltimore at Philadelphia. Philly looked horrible. Michael Vick could not. Michael Vick looked colorblind. He's throwing multiple picks. He's turning the ball over. I don't think he knows who's on his team and who's not. It's a home game, but he's playing a defense that's significantly better in Cleveland. Vick loses this one for Philly. Dallas at Seattle. Dallas will stomp all over Seattle in Seattle. I definitely take Dallas in this one. Washington at St. Louis. St. Louis somehow managed to try to give the game away and to Detroit. Detroit didn't want it. Seattle didn't want it. Or sorry, St. Louis didn't want it. Washington at Seattle. I take Washington. One thing RG3 is going to have an issue with, there wasn't a lot of footage of him going into the New Orleans game. St. Louis is going to have a lot more footage. They'll play him a little bit tougher, but I think RG3 is the real deal. He'll take this one. New York Jets at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh will not go 0-2. I take Pittsburgh in this one. Tennessee at San Diego. No-brainer. San Diego at home takes this one. Detroit at San Francisco. I bet my brains out on San Francisco in this one. Denver at Atlanta. I saw a lot out of Denver. Atlanta, good team, but I definitely take Denver. Now, if you want to make some money, my suggestion here is this. Take Houston on the road. I take New England. But by the way, what I'm generally suggesting theoretically is you take like 5 teams to win, skip the spread, but you just do kind of like a trifecta. So what you want to look out are no-brainers. So you pick 4 or 5 teams to win. You're looking for no upsets here. So starters, New England over Arizona. That's 1. Giants at home against Tampa Bay. That's 2. Dallas in Seattle. That'll give you 3. Tennessee at San Diego. Take San Diego on that one. No-brainer. Detroit at San Francisco. There's 5 games. So take the 49ers. Take San Diego. Pittsburgh at home against the Jets. That's 3. Let's see. New England at home against Arizona. You got that one. Let's see. Now we're at 4. We need another easy one. I am going to say... Now, the 5th one here, this is where you get greedy. This is where you get big money, but it's also where it gets tricky. Do you want to say Oakland on the road? Oh, interesting. Atlanta against Denver. Just pick the four teams. The odds are still good. So just take San Diego, 49ers, Pittsburgh, Baltimore on the road, Giants, New England. Those are 5 games. Bet $100. You'll make rent. You're watching Tim's TV. These are my predictions. And go out and have yourself a ton of fun. See ya. I'm just under 9 minutes. Those are my Tim's TV's predictions for week number 2 in the 2012 NFL season.